I'm Bailey Tiffin, and this is Lee Tiffin. We're here in Red Bay, Alabama, at Tiffin Motorhomes, and this morning we're going to take you through a walkthrough of one of our new 2026 units.
Yeah, we're very excited to introduce the 29NA. It's an all-new Allegro open road floor plan, 32 feet overall length, full wall slide, outdoor kitchen option, and beautiful new front and rear cabs for the 2026 model year. We're really excited to show it off.
Let's take a look.
All right, so before we go in, I'm going to show you the new 2026 Allegro open road front caps and rear cap. But the front cap obviously has a little bit more of an off-road inspiration behind it, a little sportier, very rugged. You know, all the components on this front cap, all the trim, all the bezels are injection molded. This is not our typical process, actually. Normally we have thermoformed parts, so the injection molded parts are really tight, and they allow us to do some of these rugged edges, the very clean Tiffin logo in there, some of the really nice clean lines that you see in the cap.
Very sporty. Very sporty.
Of course, it is a one-piece molded fiberglass cap. And Bailey can tell you a little bit about the silk screen on the windshield there.
Yeah, so I especially love, you can't see it from too far away, but you get closer, you really can see the attention to detail and the etching that's in this windshield. You've got a nice little motorhome, and then if you get really close, you see these small T's in here. Comes all the way around, and I actually love that on both sides you have two different styles of RVs in these corners. Just a nice little touch. Yeah, a couple more things I would point out. All Tiffin Class A products have bonded windshields, so you don't have the big ugly rubber gasket. Super sleek and automotive. Obviously much more impervious to water, which is a great thing, and it just gives you an all-around amazing look. I've always said an Allegro is a diesel on a gas platform. Absolutely.
I mean, that's how we build this product. Also, with the new cap design, we do have access to all your filters and hoses and fluids here. Really neat design, so you can raise this up and get in there, and then I'll close it as well and latch it back. So we're really proud of this design. We think it's the next generation of what Allegro customers are looking for. All right, honey, tell us about this exterior. What do you think?
I especially love the mountainscape paint scheme on here. I mean, this is beautiful. When I think of going RVing, I immediately think of an adventure. When I think of an adventure, I think of the mountains. So I just think this is just such a beautiful representation of memories and adventures.
Very sporty, very fun. How about the Tiffin baggage door, right? This is one of the things we're known for, the great compartment doors.
Solid, nice and strong.
Aircraft grade aluminum, all made here in the South.
Easy close.
Easy close. Got the Tiffin Easy Assist latching system on them. I'll show you that one more time. That's all it takes to close one of our baggage doors. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, I always feel like I need to slam it, but you don't.
And then for 2026, we got some new stuff as far as the outdoor TV compartment.
Fantastic.
So we've got a swivel. You can pull that thing out, get away from the glare, angle it toward wherever your seating is.
Oh, that's awesome.
Not to mention we have sound bar built in, USB built in, optical cable, of course, connecting the two out here, and then magnet latching system, so it's easy to stow.
This is great.
Yeah. So what about the outdoor kitchen for the 29NA?
You do have an option for an outdoor kitchen, which is so fun. I can't think of anything better than an outdoor TV on a swivel and a kitchen right next door. Would be super fantastic.
If you don't opt for the outdoor kitchen, of course, you get this massive storage compartment, which is great. I mean, you could get golf clubs in here, patio chairs, tons and tons of gear. But it is cool that it's the only gas product we offer with an outdoor kitchen option, which is 29NA. So
what would you prefer?
Oh, I love the outdoor kitchen.
I think I would too.
Fun to cook outside while you're camping.
I agree.
Yeah. All right, and speaking of cooking outdoors.
Right, let's carry it on.
Obviously, we have the barbecue quick connect here, right? So we've got the easy cylinder exchange program that everybody knows about. You can get refills anywhere you need. Yeah. And then right down here, you can hook straight into the LP system with the quick connect and hook your grill up. So you can have your grill, your outdoor kitchen if you want.
Ideal outdoor entertainment.
Fantastic.
I mean, this is a perfect tailgating RV.
Great tailgating coach, great coach just to take to the campground with the kids, spend the weekend outdoors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So as mentioned, next generation caps on this year's 2026 Allegro Open Road. That means an all new rear cap, again going with that rugged styling, and a lot of the same injection molded components back here that just give it an incredibly sleek look. Bailey, what do you think about it?
I think it's beautiful. It's very sleek. It's very modern. Again, I want to touch on that window that's in the rear. You don't normally see that. And I think it just really looks beautiful.
Yeah. A couple other quick things I'd point out. Of course, 2-inch receiver hitch, 5,000 pound towing capacity on all Allegros, as well as the rear fuel fill. And you have an 80-gallon fuel tank on the Allegro product.
All right, walking into this gorgeous 32-foot motorhome. We're gonna start off here in the entryway. Absolutely love that we have this hanging rack. As a matter of fact, it's a little toasty outside here in Alabama. We're gonna go ahead and hook this up. But what a great addition. The etching is amazing. Attention to detail really makes it fun. This feels very open.
It does. Feels great with the full wall slide room.
Yeah, that's a huge slide.
Yeah, no carpet in that slide, by the way. That's got infinity woven flooring in it.
Gorgeous.
And really, I think the full wall slide is what allows you to get so many different features packed into this sub 32-foot platform. Okay, so I'm going to take you through the 29 NA cockpit and dash overhead area. We're going to start with the Euro Loft. So a lot of our customers love to have the extra sleeping capacity that comes with this bed lift. It's very simple. You just turn the switch for safety. You hit the switch, the up or down key, and that's how you raise or lower the bed. Obviously, you can bring it all the way down. Turns into a really nice sleeping surface for one of the kiddos or grandkids, and very comfortable mattress when you're not using it. Easily stowed. Again, just hit a button that's electrically operated, and then turn the key off, and you can put it away, or like we do before shipment, we leave it in there. So that's the first thing you see when you come into the 29 NA cockpit area. I'm going to walk you through some of this overhead storage, and then we'll sit down and go through each of the dash switches and all the features of the newly redesigned 29 NA dash for model year 2026. This thing looks incredible. All right, so our first compartment here is where you'll find the Vega Touch controller. The Vega Touch is the wireless module that allows the Spider multiplex system to communicate with your phone. So for our customers who like to have the capability of managing their lights, their HVAC, all the components of their multiplex system through their phone, they have this Vega Touch module that empowers that capability. Of course, we have a couple 110 outlets here, as well as your 2,000 watt Xantrex inverter controller, along with your Girard awning control keypad. Okay, so this controls the awning LEDs along with the extend and retract for the awning. All right, then the middle compartment, simply additional storage. And our last overhead compartment, sitting over the driver's side, is where we have our 110 outlet, another 110 outlet, plus our optional Wi-Fi Ranger is installed on this coach. We do offer a standard Starlink prep on the Allegro, and that is connected through the Waterworks board in the basement area.
All right, so I want to touch on this loft here.
Okay.
I love having this. It is perfect for our teenagers. This is our daughter's favorite spot. My question is, maybe we don't want to bring the kids with us on our RV trip. Maybe we're bringing a friend or, a sibling. I don't know, somebody else that's an adult. Is this going to be able to carry the adult as well?
Yes, this is rated for over 600 pounds in static position. Now,
Awesome.
when you're moving it dynamically, it doesn't need to have over 130 pounds on it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Another thing I love about this loft, say you get to the campground, you're parked up, everybody is getting settled in. You can take this down and easily store more stuff. Not that Tiffin already doesn't have enough storage, but still another great place to put stuff if you need to.
Okay, so I'm going to walk you through the newly redesigned 2026 Allegro Open Road Dash. First of all, looks fantastic, feels extremely cozy and convenient, right? I can get to anything and everything, don't have to reach. So I'll start over here on my left with the HWH leveling control board. We only use HWH leveling and hydraulic slide rooms at Tiffin Motorhomes, so you don't have inferior components here. This is extremely high grade stuff, for a gas coach. And then we have a wireless charging port for the cell phone. So Again, extremely handy. Going down the road, you need to grab a quick charge. You've got one on your left or your right, which is really cool. So you can station it there. That actually makes it very easy to see. You can see here we're in Red Bay. And then we've got USB ports on both sides of the charging port as well that have the USB-A and the USB-C, which is really nice depending on what kind of gear you use. If you come back over to the left, this actually has electric mirror adjustment, so I can switch to the left or the right and move the top portion of my side view mirrors. I've got heated mirrors, which is this switch here. We have our auxiliary start switch. The auxiliary start allows a solenoid to open so that we can draw power from the house battery in the event that our chassis battery is ever dead, which is really convenient. If you've ever had a dead battery, this allows you to make sure you don't get stranded. Of course, we've got the 360 adjustment on all of our dash AC, which is extremely nice. Auto headlights, high beam headlights, all with the rotary knob here. And then of course, all the nice Ford cruise control features and controls here on the steering wheel itself. Okay, of course I've got my brake and accelerator. I've got my turn signals. One of the other nice Tiffin uniques is that we actually offer electronic traction control on our F53. That's what we always do, the premium chassis spec. So you have the ability to turn your traction control on or off with the push of a button there, okay? Then we have our HVAC controls for the dash. Very nice, clean, simple, easy to understand. You can adjust your temperature, you can adjust the power output, and then where you want the air to flow. All right, and then a few more switches I'll walk you through, and then Bailey will explain the Garmin. So we have a map light for the driver, which is directly overhead underneath the bunk. We still do the Tiffin driver and passenger fan, something many of our loyal customers love, and it has 3 settings, so you can go on, off, high or low speed. We do offer an electric solar shade, as well as electric night shade for the front windshield. Very handy when you're trying to overcome a glare, or if you're camping and just want to reduce the inside temperature. Gen start and stop switch so that you can turn the generator on when you're driving. We also have gen start and stop on the Spider multiplex on this coach, which is really cool. We have radio and camera switch, which controls the Garmin, power access. The passenger has their own fan switch. And then last but not least, the passenger also has their map light. You want to talk about the Garmin?
Yes, I love that I can take the Garmin off of there and decide where we want to go. So we have Orange Beach, Alabama is plugged in. Little does Lee know we're heading to the beach any moment.
We're going to the beach.
We're going to the beach.
All right.
So I love that I can hold it, because I think sometimes it can get distracting, especially for a driver trying to come in and plug. So the fact that I can pick it up, plug it in safely, put it back up for you is very handy.
Yeah. Doesn't this dash look great?
The dash is amazing. It feels very spacious. I love how long it is. As a matter of fact, while we have the doggy window down here, Campbell and Rosie would love it. I know for a fact Rosie's favorite spot in this RV would be cuddled up against that windshield.
For sure.
Finding the sun.
Plenty of great cup holders, which is always a must.
For sure.
I like this storage cubby here as well.
Yeah, I've got one on my side, 2 110 outlets down here, another charging station.
Yeah.
There's so many options to make sure that all technology is charged. There's a plug for everything. The air feels amazing. We've got 2 vents down here. I mean, this is spectacular.
You ready to go to the beach?
Let's do it.
All right.
So I love that we have so much seating in here. Of course, when we're going down the road or hanging out in the RV, this is definitely where the kids are going to love to sit. You've got some outlets down here, up here to make sure that they can plug in. This also comes out into a bed.
It does. Let me show you.
All right. So we have plenty of storage as well. One thing that I absolutely love about all our Tiffins, nice hardwood made in-house, super deep, plenty of room. You could fit a whole comforter in there, pillows, you name it.
Yeah, this is our beautiful sandstone cabinetry color. Very spacious overheads and a nice big window, which gives you all that natural light.
Right, of course, the blackout shades. So at night, if you want to close that, nice and dark, yet you still have your push lights if you want to read.
Yep.
Beautiful.
All right, and so you got your jackknife sofa there.
Also the 2 seat belts, fantastic. Kids stay safe, safety first. Speaking of safety, We come over here, you have your fire extinguisher. Also want to touch on this nice little ledge. So you have your hanging stuff, but if you're sitting and you're going to be somewhere for a while, this is a great spot to really make it homey. Picture frames, books, maybe a little decor, whatever you like. This is a great spot for it. I really love that because it makes the unit feel very homey. Some new things we have over here as well in our dinette is going to be the USBs on this side. Of course, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. Any kind of extra plug that you have is fantastic in a unit. We have a nice window here, keeps it feeling nice and open and spacious.
Yeah, something I would add is just I love the opposing television. You don't have the TV lift, it's fixed mount, so it's always there right over the window, which gives you plenty of great natural light.
Built-in speaker.
Yep, built-in sound bar. And then as you were mentioning, the Dream Dinette, so these cushions remove, you flip this latch, you're able to push this down. I won't go through the whole exercise right now, but it makes into a really nice bed that can sleep a couple kids for sure, at least a full size.
Sure.
Right?
All right, so moving to the kitchen, which is typically where you're gonna find me in the RV. I love that we have this extra option over here, the 110 outlet and USBs, whether you're gonna use your coffee maker, a blender, while also needing to charge your phone. You have this beautiful option. Again, love the backsplash. Just makes it feel really homey, residential, a nice transitional, clean look. Plenty of storage, of course. I mean, Tiffin is just, they nail it on the storage. There's plenty of room. You've got this beautiful countertop, gas stove top, an oven, plenty of more storage, pots, pans, you name it. I mean, this could hold all the goods down here. That's a great, huge storage. Microwave up here. Something I love that they do at Tiffin is attention to detail. This gorgeous etching of a mountain up here, just something fun. It really ties everything together, the adventure. All right, continuing with the extra storage, we've got plenty of drawers. What I especially love is if you're gonna be traveling, you cannot have a drawer that's not gonna close all the way. This is a solid latch when you close it. Another beautiful thing in the backsplash, like I said before, I want all the sunshine, makes it feel roomy and open. So you have this nice window back here, one huge long window, which is fantastic. I want to touch on this infinity woven floor. So we're losing the carpet. We have this marine floor in here. It is durable. You can spill easily, wipe it up. Just really, really love that we've added that. All right, so we have this gorgeous residential fridge. It's a Whirlpool brand. We have a latch here, so when you're traveling, keeps it nice and tight. Door is not gonna fly open, just pull it back. Plenty of space. As my husband says, you could fit a pizza box in there. Taking it to the freezer. Again, another latch. You can see I couldn't get it open, so that's important to have that latch so it's not swinging open. You have an ice maker in here, everything you need. All right, here we are in this beautiful full bath. You've got your toilet in the corner. If you come in here, we've got plenty of storage, toilet paper holder. You can put books, knickknacks, Q-tips, whatever you like to have in your bathroom. We have plenty of storage over here. Towel rack, great storage behind your mirror here. So medicine, makeup, shampoo, conditioner, the works. Even rolling up towels will fit in there. You can stack them. Great storage here. Beautiful countertops, magazines, books, any other necessities that you need. More storage here as well. And then of course, underneath the sink, again, more storage. You could put little baskets in there, put your goodies in. I mean, the options here are endless. Moving into the master bedroom, this is really a spacious bedroom. You've got great counter space here next to the window, but what I especially love is the little book shelving down here. Lee and I are both avid readers and reading multiple books at a time, so this is really fantastic. You don't have to put books there, you can put whatever, but it's just really nice to have something like that next to the bed. Some of your best views from your campground are gonna be out the back, and it's actually really special to be able to have your master bedroom and have somewhere to look outside. So really a cool feature here. You've got your night shades, your day shades, of course, so you can black it out at night. Moving over here to the side, the nightstands. Something new that we're doing in this unit is we have a nice little opening here for a cord. So you can plug something in the back while you have the cord coming out. You're not having to close the door over it. Plenty of space to put your water, your phone, your book. your blue light glasses, whatever it is that you use at nighttime. You have plenty of space there. So you've got this great cabinet. This has to be at least 2 feet deep. I mean, this is a ton of storage, which is awesome. Blankets, pillows, clothes, you name it. You've got all the storage you need. Taking it up here, again, the depth is fantastic. Plenty of room for storage. You've got this open shelving here in the middle with an outlet in the back in case you need to plug in a CPAP, a noise machine. All right, so I especially love that in such a compact unit, we still have this option for closet space. So the built-in mirror is fantastic, so you can see yourself getting ready, what you're wearing. Automatic light as you open the closet, so that is wonderful, bright. You can see what you've got going on here. The hanging rod with storage on the bottom, places for shoes, more folding clothes. So you've got both sides. My closet, Lee gets the drawer down here, and that's all. All right, moving to one of my favorite parts of the closet dresser space is, of course, the hamper. I mean, that is so clutch. Dirty clothes, toss them in there. Don't have to lay them all over the floor. Remind the kids and the husband, this is where your dirty clothes go. All right, thank you for joining us today as we toured our new 2026 29 NA Open Road.
We're excited to show you more of the 2026 lineup in future videos, so we'll see you next time.